Going to 127 decimal tree day or 8 Yankee Yankee. SoCal approach day or November tree 28 Yankee Yankee 9,900 feet.
Dollar November tree 28 Yankee Yankee SoCal approach continue to SARGS as planned. Altimeter 29 decimal 9 or 2.
What's up, guys? Impromptu stream here on a Sunday. Well, I guess afternoon. It's 12:03 Eastern, so we're Sunday afternoon now. Just flying a few FSEconomy flights and Microsoft Flight Simulator, cleaning up some of my rental planes that have been flown to areas where they need to get back to their homes. So change the time here so we can see a little better. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I seem to have figured out the issue with the TBM stalling all the time, or engine shutting down. Actually, the mixture control on the CH Products yoke is not registering properly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not a yoke problem. It's a simulator FS 2020 problem. What happens is, when you look at the configuration, if you push it full lean, 100% full rich, it actually goes to full lean. So you have to like pull it back just a notch to get it for Microsoft Flight Simulator to recognize it as full rich, and then the plane doesn't lose power. So this problem was introduced in the last update of this software. So, in my opinion, Microsoft Flight Simulator continues to be a hot mess. One second it works, and the next second it doesn't. Anyway, I just thought I would put up a quick stream, see if anyone's around. Hey, Mouse in your house, how you doing? Yeah, it's kind of a joke, man. You know, I was like trying to fly this plane, the TBM, and every time I put a video up on it, every time I tried to fly it, it would just stall, and I'd have to like hit the restart, and then it would start. The starter, I should say. In the plane, it would start up, and then it would conk out again. And it turns out that the problem is actually the software is not properly recognizing the mixture control on the CH Products yoke. I tried recalibrating it. I tried resetting it. It didn't do anything. It's this one right here. This you can see in the lower left here. This mixture control right here. You just pull it back, and I could show you in the controls once we land. You pull it back ever so slightly, and then it works. Nuts. But anyway, the good news is I can fly this plane again. Crazy stuff, man. Figured I'd put the yoke cam up here on the lower left so you guys could see it. Haha for now. To me, it's just a continued hot mess, you know. I don't care what anybody says. I can't wait to see what happens with VR. You know, I'm hearing, oh, it's great, oh, it's this. I don't believe it until I see it. I think that there's a lot of people that use this simulator that are bias because they're protecting their purchase or whatever, you know. I personally think it's mediocre. Aside from the scenery, it's just a mediocre simulator. Hey Michael, how you doing? Yeah. How is it? And which headset you're using? You don't have to say if you can't. I know you're under NDA. Yeah, I mean X-Plane is solid. It's not, the scenery's not great unless you're using Orbix or Ortho. We all know that, but it's for VR, it's solid, you know. You don't have to worry about when you get in the plane whether the engine's gonna keep going or not. Nothing is reliable in this simulator, if you ask me. But is what it is, right? We're gonna be landing into San Diego here, and then I've got a couple other flights I got to get. Oh, I think I own like 6 TBMs in FSEconomy, and they're all like, like 3 or 4 of them are like in places where no one's going to rent them, so I got to get them back to their home places. I'm not going to be updating for a while. I was going to do it, Michael, but I've got some issues on the job front right now, so that's kind of precluding me from spending any extra capital on improvements to my PC. So, you know, it's about $800 upgrade. Well, not the GPU. I need to upgrade my CPU first. That's the priority. I'm still using a 4-core CPU, so I'm going to stick it out with the 1080 Ti. Things seem to run pretty well with X-Plane and with a 1080 Ti. So I'm sure. Well, not sure. I would imagine that FS 2020 may be a different story, but I guess we shall see. But I'm not going to rush to spend $800 on a 3080 or whatever it is. Is it 700? Whatever it is. If I'm going to get one, it's going to be a 3080. I'm not going to mess around. But I'm not going to run out to get that right now.
SoCal approach day or November 328 Yankee. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
November 328 Yankee SoCal approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Curious which GPU you're using,
Cleared
Michael.
through Bravo airspace day or Yankee.
I mean, the way I look at it is 2080 Super. Okay. Yeah, the way I look at it is, I mean, with flight sims, you want VRAM, and I've got 11 gig of VRAM now in the 1080 Ti. Not as fast as
Yankee contact SoCal approach on 132.2.
Not as fast as the 3080.
132.2 day or Yankee.
But the 3080 is what, 10
SoCal
gigabits?
approach day or November 328 Yankee 3000 feet.
Gigabytes, I should say.
Day or November 328 Yankee SoCal approach. Continue to SARS as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
So yeah, my move will be a 3080. Because with VR, you want VRAM, right? So, not going to waste. I was thinking about getting a 3060 Ti or even a 3070, but I don't think going with 8 gig in VRAM is a smart move for VR. I think if you're going to upgrade, you should upgrade to the maximum VRAM that you can get. I'm not going to buy a 3090, so 3080 gives you 10, I believe, right? I mean, I could tell you in flying with X-Plane in VR with the G2, it pretty much uses all the 11 gig. So I think it makes sense to get a GPU with at least 10 gig. I mean, if you're going to do 2D, then a 3060 Ti probably be fine. But I'm not going to take a chance with that. I mean, I might buy one for crypto mining because they seem to be pretty good for that. But yeah, for my base GPU, I'm looking at like a 3080. But I need to upgrade my board first and get PCI 4 slots and get an 8-core CPU. That's the priority for me. And the thing is, too, when it comes to X-Plane, they haven't really fully optimized the way they use CPU cores. They're still working on that with Vulkan and all that. So, how much do I gain in X-Plane 11 by going to an 8-core CPU? I don't know, maybe what, 10, 12%? I don't know. It's a lot of money to spend $800 on an upgrade. I mean, I have to do it anyway, right? But I don't think there's any rush. I'm getting, pleasant experience in VR with X-Plane 11 and the G2 with what I've got now, so. We shall see. I'm wondering if there's going to be a resurgence in interest in FS 2020 with what is it? I guess December 22nd when they GA VR for all headsets. They're saying.
Lindbergh Tower Day or November 328 Yankee is 11 miles west with whiskey to land.
Dover November 328 Yankee Lindbergh Tower. Make straight in runway 9er. Altimeter 29er, to wind 25, 8 at 7.
Fly straight in runway 9er day or 8 Yankee.
All right, we got clearance for 19er and straight in approach to San Diego. Getting this beast back there. Safe and sound. I guess we could take autopilot off here. Hey Alan, how you doing? Good to see you. I figured you might show if we were flying Microsoft Flight Simulator. I found the problem with the TBM that I was having. I'll show you guys when I land here, the issue. And the workaround.
8 Yankee, clear to land runway 9er.
Alright, gears down.
Clear to land runway 9er day or 8 Yankee.
Flaps to 1. Scenery is great. Gotta give it that. And I'm sure it looks pretty great in VR, but their planes, terrible. They spent a lot of time in the scenery, and in my opinion, they didn't spend enough time on the aircraft. To me, simulators, yes, the scenery is important. You think all the bugs have to go through me for... Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just, it's just aggravating because in the middle of this week, I said, oh, let me just fire up TBM. I've got a couple planes I got to fly in FSEconomy back to their home. And I can't get the goddamn thing to run. I can't get the thing to keep the engine, running. It's ridiculous. Maybe. Maybe I'm like this guy, I don't know. Or just, maybe it's just bad luck. I don't know. Because another guy posted, oh, I had 550 hours in the TVM and I never had a problem. Yeah, I didn't either until the last update. And I'll show you what it is when we land here. Now we got to make sure we don't have those seams in the runway that make your plane crash. That's the other problem. It seems to only happen in the Florida airports for me for some reason. Some of California. All right, there we go. No, we're not going to exit. We're just gonna do that.
Oral warning. Okay.
All right, that satisfies FSEconomy. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. The next one we're gonna do, let me just show you. Of course, Chrome doesn't work.
Charter, 8 Yankee exit runway when able.
That's not the one I want. All right, so next one we're gonna do, so we got this guy back to KSAM. We got to get this guy, KBQ, back to Atlanta. All right, 207 miles. That's going to be a pretty long flight, but we got to do it. That's my plane right there. Fly for Aerofly. We got plenty of gas, which is good.
Yankee exit runway when able.
So before we do that, let me go show you here. Let me get this off here. So to give you an idea, if you go to controls, let's see here, and then we go to assigned, right? So we assigned, and let's see. We scroll down here, all right? You see the aileron. Okay. See how mixture, look at the mixture, right? It's at 100%. So here's the mixture control. Look in the lower left, right? If I push this forward all the way, watch what happens. Okay. So if it, for some reason, if it goes all the way to the top, it basically doesn't go full, right? So you got to like pull it back right to there. I'm just pulling it back just a little bit, and it goes to there. Maybe there's something I can set up in the dead zone. I don't know. I tried that, couldn't figure that out. But this is yeah, it kills it exactly. So you have to just pull. Here it is. That's bad, right? That's bad. So you just got to pull it back right to there. And actually, anywhere here seems to work, but I just pull it back just like to there, and it seems to work. So that's the problem. All right, so we're going to go to KBKQ. Sorry, KBQK. Where the hell is that? And we're going to KATL. Okay. All right, that's good. Let's see where we're coming into Hatfield here. Okay, that's good. We'll do that right there. So we're lined up for our runway. And let that load up. And while we're doing that, let's see, we go to Sky Vector just to make sure we check. So it's K, B, Q, K, to K, ATL. What do we have to worry about? Let's see. All right, as long as we stay above 1,500 feet, we should be okay. Here we want to be at 2,000, so we could probably fly to 4. I'll probably go to 4,000. Pretty simple flight. Yeah, I would definitely check that out. I mean, they're
Bravo, Quebec Kilo, traffic
FS 2020's
Tango Delta taking off runway 25 north departure.
Connection to you know, external yokes and stuff has been pretty shitty, in my opinion. All right, let's see what we got here. We're gonna go. We said 4,000, right? So let's go to 4,000. And nav, FD, FLC, which actually seems to be working now in this plane. We're going to go to 65, 165. Okay. Yaw damper on. I just started FS 2020. Sorry. FSEconomy, sorry. So that's all set. Yeah, so when are you getting your Bravo quadrant? Let's see. Let's get the brake off here. And we should be good to go, right? Gotta be careful not to touch that that mixture. Have they started shipping those things yet? January, February, and it delayed, right? Just like the yoke was delayed. The yoke was like a 6. I remember when they first announced it. It looked so cool. It was delayed, big time. All right. Gear up. Flaps up. Trim. Let's get that autopilot on. One thing is, it doesn't seem to drop when you turn on autopilot. It used to, remember when you turned on the autopilot, it would drop and then, you know, drop like 300 feet and then it would pick it up. So it looks like they might have fixed that, which is good. At least
Jacksonville Center Dayer November 328 Tango Whiskey is type Dayer GBM 92 miles west of Kilo Bravo Quebec Kilo. Request flight following.
Delaware November 328 Tango Whiskey Jacksonville Center. Squawk 2134.
Yeah, I mean, how do you like the yoke?
Squawk 2134 Dayer 8 Tango Whiskey.
Delaware 8 Tango Whiskey radar contact 2 miles west of Kilo Bravo Quebec Kilo 1,300 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Copy Dayer 8 Tango Whiskey.
I've heard pretty good feedback on the yoke. People have said it's pretty solid. Cool. Yeah, I mean this one here, this thing was like, I think I paid $100 for it or something. I mean, it's plasticky. I actually put, I don't know if you guys could see, but I put like I put tennis racket wrap on the here it is right here. You can see it right here. Tennis racket wrap to just give it like a more of a softer feel. It's actually pretty good. But I've got no complaints about this yoke. I mean, it's like 4 years old. It's still, you know, gets the job done. Yeah, the throttles are here, and it's not real. It's not really realistic. But you know, I'm in VR anywhere, so as long as I know where everything is, that's the most important thing, you know. Yeah, I've heard some great things about it. For the price, was it $250 or $229, somewhere around there? So the price, it's apparently pretty solid. Now I did look at it, and I would actually lose some buttons. Like it's less buttons than I have on here. Like I'd lose a couple of buttons, but I mean I could make up for that in other ways. But like I said, I'm not going to spend $200 and some odd on a yoke until I upgrade my PC. It's like you have to choose what you're going to do, right? So for me, you know, my priority is the CPU, motherboard, right? That's the priority. Get that done and then upgrade the GPU, so I'm set for another 3 years. Give me 1 second here, guys.
Delta 8 Tango Whiskey contact Savannah approach on 120.4.
Going to 120.4 Dayer 8 Tango Whiskey. Savannah approach Dayer November 328 Tango Whiskey 4,000 feet.
Dover November 328 Tango Whiskey Savannah approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
I tell you one thing I'm hoping for. I think it's worth it. Actually, the button's already there. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean it looks like a pretty solid headset. Like I said, people are pretty happy about it. The one thing I was just thinking, kind of change the subject, on the Reverb G2. One thing I'm hoping for is that somebody comes up with a third-party controller for that headset. Those controllers they're okay. I mean, they're like, if the Oculus Rift touch controllers were, let's say, a 9, all right, or let's say an 8, okay, an 8. Not maybe 8.5. The controllers for the G2 are like 6.5, maybe. One thing that really bothers me about them is that they don't have an auto on feature. To me, that's like lazy. Come on, lazy. $600 for a headset. You should have auto on your controllers. Lazy. So, you know, when you're flying in a flight simulator and you got to make an adjustment and you've been on autopilot and now you pick up your controller, right? Where is it? Right here. Okay. There, you guys see it? Yeah, there's a controller right there. Pick up your controller, and you got to click this button. Oh, what did I just do there? You got to click, where it is. Can you guys see it right there? There you go. This button right here, you have to hit that button to wake it up. Right? Goes off after, I don't know, 3 minutes, whatever. But you pick it up, and it's dead unless you hit that button, and then you got to wait 3 seconds. So, to me, that's a lazy design flaw. Just like the plastic clip that holds the cable on the back of the headset, which broke after about 5 days, that I now have a Velcro tie wrap on. That's a poor design too. Use a metal clip. Was it going to cost you an extra 20 cents? Yeah, I'm happy. Overall, I'm happy with the G2, and it's working well with my configuration, which is good, right? So I'm overall happy with that. There's things, it's like anything else. There's things I don't like about. There's things that are bothersome, I should say, But I'm not complaining. The visuals are amazing. The field of view is a little disappointing. That clip breaking was a little disappointing. The audio's really, really good. Some apps, and it does have spatial audio. It doesn't work in X-Plane 11 for some reason. So Laminar's got some work to do. But in other applications I've tried, like PokerStars VR, and a few others, it does have spatial audio. So you turn your head and you can hear people on the left and on the right. So that works if it's featured in the application. I think Laminar's got some work to do to update X-Plane to take full advantage of Windows Mixed Reality and the G2. Certainly the controllers. So. Yeah, but overall, I think it was worth the $600. For me, it's actually less because I sold off most of the piece parts of my Oculus for like about $350, $325, something like that. So that covered half the cost, and I still have my CV1 headset right there. See it? I don't know. I was saying this the other day. I just don't want to. I mean, the sound doesn't work on it, so I'd have to sell it for, with that not working. But I don't know. There's something about it. I just want to hang on to it. This was a great design. This was a fantastic design. It's small. It's light. It's comfortable. The materials are good. This thing's built like a tank. Yeah, maybe.
Going to 127.575 day or 8 Tango
maybe
Whiskey.
It's nostalgia.
Jacksonville approach day or November 328 Tango Whiskey 4,000 feet.
Maybe it's nostalgia.
November 328 Tango Whiskey Jacksonville approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
I might speed up the simulator here. I think I'm going to speed up the simulator. So we just go sim time mode, and I have it set up to I can just go a little faster there. I don't feel like waiting 38 minutes, 37 minutes to get there. Yeah, it might be nostalgic. It's a great headset. If Oculus had not been bought by Facebook and they took the CV1, they didn't go to Lenovo to develop the Rift S, okay, and they stayed with the CV1 design, and they improved the lenses, and they improved. I'd still be an Oculus user. Hey, the VR pilot, how you doing? We're talking about VR, dude. We're talking about I was just mentioning that I've sold off. I've piece parted my my Rift, but I have not sold off the headset. As you can see here, I still have my headset. I just can't bring myself to sell it. You know, I just wish that Oculus had taken that same design and just improved the lenses in it. You know, I would have been on board with that. I might even have complied with the Facebook privacy evasion and, you know, had it tied to my Facebook account. Even if they had done that, I might have done that, but they didn't. So I piece parted it, and you know, like I said, I got like $325 for the cable. I got $100 for the cable. I sold 2 of the sensors. I still have another one I can sell. I sold 2 of the sensors for $50 a piece. There's 2. There's 200. I sold the touch controllers for $100. There's 300. And I still have a couple other things I can sell. The sensor, so that'll be $350, and then I've got that little controller device. I'll probably get $30 for that. So $380. So basically, that covers, you know, 2/3 of what the Reverb G2 cost me. So not bad. Yeah, let's see. Speeding up time work well in autopilot. Yeah, it does. Yeah, works fine. And I'm in FSEconomy, so doesn't matter. It works there. Yeah, it feels like cheating, but you know, these flights I'm doing here are basically ferry flights to get my rental planes back to where they should be, so they can generate rental money. In FSEconomy, I've discovered that owning FBOs is basically a money pit. But if you own the right planes and you have them in the right airports, you can make pretty good money. And that's what I've done. I think I've owned like 6 or 7 TBM 930s, and I've got them at the right airports. And I also have 2 King Air 350s, and they earn a good dollar. And it's you know, to me, it's a better way to go than to deal with the FBOs. FBOs are a pain in the ass. Simrate Bandit does a good job bringing the rate down before WP allows autopilot to do the job and goes back to 4. Yeah. I mean, I just do it in FS 2020. I just got a thing set up on my I have an iPad. I use this software on my iPad. I'm going to basically do a video about this software I use for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's pretty cool. But I just, you know, basically just put it in like a little bit faster, and it just, you know, I think I'm going to get there. And well, I can speed it up a little bit more here. Let's see. What's the learning curve on FSEconomy? It's simple, dude. It's simple. FSEconomy is super simple. I'm actually going to be doing a getting started with I'm in the middle of working on a video for getting started with FSEconomy. Got it all scripted out. I did all the voiceovers. I just haven't edited it. Yeah, FSEconomy is simple. Once you install you know, you go to the website. They've got all the instructions on how to install the clients and all that. And when you're ready, I've got a
132.3 for Dayor 8 Tango Whiskey.
A group in FSEconomy called VR Aviation.
8 Tango Whiskey 4,000 feet.
And VR Aviation is pretty decent group. We've got about I think 15 people, 15 pilots. Wait for these guys to stop chatting.
123.905 for Dayor 8 Tango Whiskey.
But yeah, so
Atlanta Center, Dayor November 328 Tango Whiskey 4,000 feet.
it gives you a sense.
November 328 Tango Whiskey Atlanta Center. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902. Turner 8 Tango Whiskey contact Atlanta approach on 124.2.
124.2 for
This guy's
Dayer
gonna
8
ever
Tango
shut up.
Whiskey. Atlanta approach Dayer November 328
You just
Tango
keep yapping
Whiskey,
about it.
4,000 feet.
This happens whenever you're near
Dayer
Atlanta.
November 328 Tango Whiskey Atlanta approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
All right. Yeah, VR Aviation. We've got a website. Here, I'll show you the website. You can check it out. Give me a second here. Here you go. Check this out. Yeah, we could use good pilots. And you know what? It's cool because it gives you a sense of something to do when you're flying. It gives you a reason to fly, right? Because we all know, like, the scenic stuff kind of wears off after a while, you know. But when you've got missions to fly, it gives you a little bit of a purpose. And it's pretty cool. I've been doing it for like 4 years or so. Maybe, yeah, about 4 years. So, yeah, check it out. If you do get started, VR pilot, just IM me or on Facebook or whatever, and I'll help you get started. Get your stuff installed, get everything up and running, join the group, and then I'll help you get started. Let's see. So probably should. Well, let's see how far we got here. All right, 69 miles. See, they burn when you go in. Let's go outside the plane here. You burn them miles when you got the sim rate going here. And actually, in X-Plane, you could actually get the sim rate up to like 4x, even 8x. And the way FSEconomy works is you have to. You can only fly 30 hours in a 24-hour or a 48-hour period or something like that. Yeah, exactly. It's Mach 2. But, you know, on these ferry runs, this is what I do because I got to get these planes back to where they're supposed to be so people can rent them. You know? Now, I'm also part of On Air Manager. I like On Air Manager, but to be honest with you, it's very complicated, and you almost like have to dedicate your life to it. If I was retired and I had nothing else to do, I might, you know, be more psyched about it. And I do have a, you know, I did spend a lot of time with it. They are improving. It's also a paid service.
Contact Atlanta Center on 134.5.
It's a paid service, so you got to pay for it, right? Whereas FSEconomy is free.
Dayer November 328 Tango Whiskey 4,000 feet.
All right, I'm gonna turn my simulator down now. All right, now we're back to regular time.
Altimeter 29.902.
I just always check the clock just in case. We're back to regular time now. So we've got 39 miles, 10 minutes. Yeah, so On Air is cool, but it's very complicated, very deep. It is complicated. It's complicated and detailed. It's like having a second job. FSEconomy, easy. Yeah, FSEconomy, pick up and go. Quick, fun, easy, not a big learning curve. You know, once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. It works. Yeah, so to me, and it's free. Now, I didn't pay for On Air. Those folks were kind enough to give me a subscription. And I'm actually a partner of theirs, which is fine. But by the same token, you know, guys, I'm always going to be honest about stuff, you know. I think it's a cool platform. It's just they have a lot of work to do to simplify it. finding jobs alone is very
Delta
complicated.
November 328 Tango Whiskey Atlantis Center, continue to OSTRR as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
All right, so let me just check out what's my next. I've got a little bit of time here. Let's just check out to see the next flight. All right, so I'm getting this guy back to Atlanta. So let's just check out. So he's going to be good. Now I got to get this guy X21. Well, I want to get this guy back. Where the hell is he? 84 miles. All right, we got to get that guy back, and then we got to get this guy back. Teterboro, he's pretty close to LaGuardia. That's a quick one.
Approach on 119.8.
Going to 119er
X21.
Day 8 Tango Whiskey. Atlanta
That's probably a
approach
quick
Day
one too.
November
So
328
we'll get
Tango
through these
Whiskey,
pretty quick.
4,000 feet.
Dare November 328 Tango Whiskey Atlanta approach, continue to Ostra as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Yeah, Alan, which do you prefer, on air or FSEconomy? Curious. Now I play on the Thunder server and on air, right? I guess if Cumulus server is less, takes less time. Thunder server is basically like you're it's like in real life. Like if you need to transport from, let's say, Colorado to Florida, it literally takes a day, like in real time. Like you have to do the transport, and you can't use it for a day.
Tango Whiskey. Atlanta approach Day November 328 Tango Whiskey, 4,000 feet.
Depends on the mood, yeah.
Dover November 328 Tango Whiskey Atlanta approach. Continue to OSTRR as planned.
I mean, there are things I like about it,
9.902.
but there's things that I find. See, for me, when I have time to fly, I can't wait. Right? I got to do it right then. So I can go to FSEconomy, go pick up a plane wherever I want to fly, put people in the plane or put cargo in the plane and fly it. And contribute to what's going on with VR aviation, which is something I've been doing for 4 years, right? So, to me, that is the simpler way. And I always find myself doing that before, like I haven't checked on air in about a week, And I've got a virtual airline air. We got 16K, we got 16 million. We got a bunch of planes. We got stuff going on there, but. You found yourself using other tools when you were playing FSE in order to find jobs. Yeah, you could do that. There was FSE Manager. I'm not sure if it's still working. There's a couple, but there's pretty easy tricks to find jobs.
Atlanta approach Day November 328 Tango
But
Whiskey.
I used to use FSE Manager to find cargo.
Dover November 328 Tango Whiskey Atlanta approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Yeah, VR Pilot, then you would
Cleared through Bravo airspace.
be more
Tango Whiskey.
happy with FSE because FSEconomy, you load it up, pick a plane, load it up. Like for example, VR Aviation, we've got a bunch of planes. We've got 2 hubs, one in Cape May, one in Roanoke, Virginia, and a bunch of other FBOs in between with plenty of jobs. So if you wanted to fly there, you could fly there, and we've got planes you can use. Doesn't cost you anything, as long as we want you to fly for the airline when you're using them. Actually, I had to kick somebody out because they were using the plane, which is rent-free, and they were flying for their own private benefit, which, it's fake money, but that's not the point of it, right? The point of it is if you're going to use a VR Aviation plane, you should be flying VR Aviation jobs, right? So I had to give that guy the boot, that's the first person I ever had to kick out of the group. Aside from those that don't fly once a month, because that's the rule. You got to fly at least one flight a month. But yeah, and you don't have to fly an RFBO. Like you could be a member of VR Aviation and fly somewhere in England, and as long as you're flying for the group gets what is it? We get 30%. Yeah, so we pay I think we pay 70% now. Can't remember. Let me look. Oh, I'll get you back in there, dude. Cerrone. Sorry, man. If you want to fly, just sign up again. I'll let you back in. All right. Yeah, I do that. I purge people out that haven't flown in a month. You know, because that's kind of the thing, and I figure they're not interested or whatever. It's less for me to manage. But if you want to be in, just join up, and I'll get you in there again. No problem. And that's what I figure. I figure if they really want to fly again, they'll join up, and I'll let them back in. Let me just see here. Groups. My groups. Yeah, we pay 65% pilot share is what we pay. Yeah, sign up again, Cerrone. I'll let you in there. No problem. There you go. No problem. Make sure you sign up for my Discord too, because that's the way I communicate to FSE, because the folks at FSEconomy removed the ability to message all of the people in your group. Used to be able to do message all, and they took that away, which sucks because now it's hard to communicate with people. All right, we're getting close to our waypoint here, so we'll be landing pretty soon. Our 5 passengers. I don't know about you guys, but I've got like no interest in football this year. NFL football. I used to be, I mean, I'm a Jets fan. They suck. So that I don't care about. And the whole thing, I don't know, it's just, to me, it's just like a messed up season. So that's why I'm streaming.
Atlanta Tower Day or
Not
November
watching football.
328 Tango Whiskey is 10 miles east with Kilo to land.
What sports? Yeah, well, I'm a base. I love baseball,
November
dude.
328 Tango Whiskey Atlanta Tower. Make straight.
I'm a baseball guy.
Right. Altimeter 29.9 2 wind 275
No, Nexter, I didn't. I haven't Nexter, no.
Fly straight in runway 27 right day or 8 Tango
Hey, VR
Whiskey.
Pilot, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Guys, listen, make sure you check out the VR Pilot's YouTube channel. He's a streamer as well, and does some really great videos on VR aviation. So make sure you check him out. He's a good guy. Yeah, I'm a hockey fan too, man. I didn't see the. I'm gonna have to check out, I guess, the Jets SNL skit. I don't normally watch SNL because it hasn't been funny for 20 years, but I'll check that out. I'm a Devils fan, Alan. Yeah, you bet, VR Pilot. Take care.
Charter 8 Tango Whiskey. Clear to land runway 27 right.
I agree with you. Hockey wasn't doing that, which was pleasant.
Cleared to land runway 27 right day or 8 Tango
All right, let me
Whiskey.
get my plane landed here. You're a Habs fan. All right, well, I'm a Devils fan. Way back when I had season tickets for the Devils. Used to go to the games. Actually, I had, believe it or not, I had seats on the glass, right at the blue line. And I bought it, actually shared the ticket package with a friend of mine. This is decades ago, all right? They were $90 a seat. I think today they're like $400. But they were great seats, man. I'll never forget. Well, there's a couple of games I won't forget. One is a game when I saw a Mario Lemieux play. And, what's his name? Yager. They were on the Pittsburgh. And I'm coming in way too fast here, guys, because I'm yapping. Oh, yeah, Brodor's awesome, dude. As soon as they lost Brodeur, they ran into trouble. He was amazing. All right, give me a second here, then we'll start talking hockey. So yeah, Scott Stevens, those guys back then, that's when I was going to games. John McClain, those guys. But I remember two things. I remember like games that I went to where I saw Marilyn Mew make this incredible play right in front of me because I was, like I said, on the blue line, right in the glass, nobody, like first row, and he came past us with the puck. He skated ahead of the puck, used his stick to basically put the puck back in back of him, passed it to himself between his legs, okay, and then proceeded to deke Scott Stevens. I think it was Scott Stevens, and scored this amazing goal from like 20 feet out. He was just unbelievable, man. I saw that. I was like, holy shit, this guy's really good. And that was when him and Yager were on the team together. All right, let's go to X21.
Tango Whiskey, turn next taxiway.
So yeah, so that was one experience, and then the other experience I remember, like I probably went to about, I think I had like 15 games a year. Ron Duguay was on the Rangers back then, and I don't know if you remember Ron Duguay, right? So Ron Duguay was fast. He was fast, and I'll never forget. Like he skated past us, and what did I say? X21. And we're going to, hold on, let me just figure this out. X21 to MCO. I'll tell you my Ron Duguay story. Ron Duguay story. This should be pretty quick. This is 27 miles. So, let's see what we're going to take off. We'll take off that way. Ron Duguay, I mean, all I remember about Ron Duguay, I like to land it. Where are we? MCO? Is that he skated past us, and he was skating so fast. He had long hair, and he wasn't wearing a helmet. He was like pre-helmet. He was skating so fast that his hair was like horizontal. It was the coolest thing. Well, the main coach was, what's his name? Well, their GM. What was the guy's name? LaFleur, yeah, Guy LaFleur. So many great hockey players. My father-in-law was rest in peace. He was a Calgarian. He was born in Calgary, moved to the U.S. when he was in his 20s or whatever. Yeah, Lou Lamorella. My father-in-law was a huge Calgary Flames fan. Huge Calgary Flames fan. And he was a hockey nut. I got my hockey lessons from him. I mean, I played hockey, pond hockey when I was a kid and stuff, you know. Pond hockey. You know, nothing. I never played like any organized hockey. But I definitely loved hockey. It's a great sport. It really is. All right, we don't have to fly too high here. We're going to go... and I'm looking forward to it again this year. When are they going to... Did they start... They didn't start up yet, did they? Did they start up yet? Are you talking about Prudential, The Rock, in Newark? Is that what you're talking about? I've been there. Oh. Oh, you mean the Habs Stadium? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've been to Prudential a few times. It's not the greatest area, but it's a really great place to watch a hockey game, I'll tell you that. Let me make sure I got enough fuel here. Plenty. All right, we're just doing this. This is just a ferry job back. Yeah, Peru is nice. And it's actually not bad to get to. You take the train, whatever. All right, so we're good here, right? Yeah, let's get it. Oh, let's get this. Break off. Oh, yeah, I used to go. I've been to that stadium. Corel. Is it still called Corel? Because it was Corel when I was there. Mike Copeland, who owned Corel. Owned that. Corel Draw sponsored that stadium when I was going there. It's back in the. Yeah, it's changed a few times. I used to work for a Canadian company that was headquartered in Ottawa. Pretty big company. But so I spent a lot of time in Ottawa, actually, and suburbs of it. Get over these trees here. Now Canadian Tire, okay. So you're not a Senators fan?
Daytona approach day or November 328 November X-ray is type day or TBM 91 miles southeast of X-ray 21. Request flight following.
Tower November 328 November X-ray Daytona approach. Squawk 7172.
Squawk 7172 day or 8 November X-ray.
Dover 8 November, X-ray radar contact 2 miles, south of X-ray 1,400 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Copy day or 8 November X-ray.
So what's going on with hockey? Like, when are they starting up again? What's the plan? I haven't really been following it. I'm just looking on the web here, and I don't see. I don't see where they have a schedule at all. You like Toronto, yeah, the Habs. The Habs. When are they starting up? End of January? Okay. 50 games. Yeah, I guess they need a little bit of a break. I'll be watching that. Well, now that we got the vaccine kicking in next week, we should start to see over the next 2 months or so things get a little bit. What are we doing here? Why are we not capturing our GPS? All right, the Olympics. Right, forgot about that. All the pros playing the Olympics. Yep. Hockey's a great game to see live. Although I think on television, it's better viewed on television because you get especially if you've got a large high def screen. You can see the puck. It's better on television because you can see everything. Or if you're like above, if your seat is above the glass, like, you know, center line, right? I mean, our seats were like on the glass blue line, so you didn't see what was going down on the other end very well. I prefer hockey on TV, to tell you the truth. Just like football, I prefer football on TV. Baseball, I like to see, yeah, you need to be 10, 15 rows up. Agree, in the middle. Baseball, I like to go live. I like to be there live. And my preferred seat is third, between home and third base, lower level, like about 5 rows, 6 rows back.
Approach day or November 328 November X-ray.
Because then you can see the
Request
pitch.
clearance to transition Bravo
You pretty much
airspace.
make out what the pitches are.
Tower November 3,
And,
28 November, X-ray Daytona approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Yeah, so that's what I...
Cleared through Bravo airspace day or
Yeah,
November
hearing those hits echo, like you can hear the hits echo,
Tower
you know.
November, X-ray your,
Pretty
leaving
cool.
my airspace.
Hold on one second,
Brazil
guys.
road navigation. Contact Orlando approach on 1.3
135 decimal tree for day or 8 November X-ray. Orlando approach day or November 328 November X-ray 3,000 feet.
Dare November 328 November X-ray Orlando approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
All right, sorry, guys.
Orlando approach day or November 328 November X-ray. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Oh, you ref hockey. That's awesome.
Dare November 328 November X-ray Orlando approach.
So you're a pure hockey dude.
Cleared through Bravo
Well,
airspace. day or
Trottier.
8
Trottier
November
was,
X-ray.
who was Dennis Trottier? Didn't he play for, the Rangers? I'm trying to remember. Is it Dennis Trottier? I can't remember if it was you. I'm sure you know who it is. Brian Trottier. Brian. He played for the Islanders. Trottier, yes. Brian Trottier. Yes. He was a great player. Mike Bossy. I think one of my favorite players, and he's like a blue-collar player, like he's not like a, you know, Hall of Fame player, but one of my favorite players, toughest player, well, two of the toughest players I loved to watch was Kenny Danico and John McClain. I like Scott Stevens too, but John McClain. I got a John McClain story. So we were at, let me just slow my plane down here. We were at the game, sitting in the seats, and pre-game, I used to, you know, have my beer, and I would put it up on the ledge, right next to the glass, because they have that little ledge there, and it would be perfect. So you didn't have a place to put your beer, so I used to put it up on the ledge, right? So one game, I had my beer up on the ledge,
Orlando Tower day or November 328 November
and
X-ray is
all
9
of a
miles
sudden,
north with echo to land.
they were getting close to game time.
November 328 November X-ray Orlando Tower. Make
They're-
straight in runway 17 right. Altimeter 29.902, wind 276 at 7.
They were getting
Fly
close.
straight in runway 17 right day or 8 November X-ray.
They were getting close to game time, and my beer's up on the ledge, and all of a sudden, John McClain skates over, and he taps the glass with the butt of his with the handle of his stick right where my beer was, and he looked at me and he went with his thumb. And he's like, "Get it off." I was like, "Okay." I grabbed my beer. He's like, I could hear him. He goes, "Get that off of there," something like that. He was tough, man, and I remember like watching him. Always like trying to mix it up fight wise, you know what I mean? Like always like, you know, trying to mix it up with people. Yeah, I'll never forget that. He oh, who does he commentate for? Not the Devils. Who does he commentate for? Because I'd like to. Danico commentates for the Devils. McLean, I don't know. Who does he? Okay, I'll have to find out. But that was a fun. I'll never forget that. I think I was with my wife too. She's like, "Why did he do that?" I'm like, "I guess he doesn't want a beer. He doesn't want a beer on the glass."
November X-ray.
Pretty funny.
Land runway 17 right. Wind 276.
We're gonna land left.
Cleared to land runway 17 right, Dairy, November X-ray.
Yeah, he just tapped the glass with his stick, and he's like, "Get that off of there." I was like, "Okay, dude, it's coming off." He would like, if he wanted to get into it with an opponent, he would wink. I saw him like one time. He was standing right in front of me, and he looked at the other guy, and he just winked at him. He's like, "Come on, MFer," and he just winked at him. "Come on, MFer, let's go. You want to mix it up? Let's go." He was tough, man. But Danico was really tough. I guess you and I are only hockey guys here, Alan. Sorry, guys. We're monopolizing with hockey. Hockey talk. Oh yeah, it's a tough sport, man. I would venture to say that it's every bit as tough as football. Football has become very thuggish, if you ask me. It's very, these guys, they just crush each other, man. Hockey's tough, but and it's along the lines of football. I think I have one more plane to fly to get it home. That scenery looks pretty cool. Runway looks awesome. Yeah, this is Orlando's airport. Looks really nice in FSEconomy. I'm sorry, in FS 2020. The outer marker there, or one of the markers. See the blast wall right there. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at this. We got a guy flying in front of us. He's a little to the... Yeah, they hurt. Yeah. Well, if you're reffing, you're probably getting pops here and there too, right? All right.
Dairy, November X-ray, exit runway when able.
Nope, we're not going to exit. We're just going to...
Aural warning, okay.
Oh, come on. Did I forget to turn on... Oh, shit. What? Flight's in progress.
Dairy, November X-ray, exit runway when able.
Now maybe we gotta. For some reason, I can't end the flight in FSEconomy. Sometimes if you move to the center of the, I mean, I'm in the center of the airport. Maybe that'll work.
Dairy, November X-ray turn, next taxiway.
Okay, what's going on here? Oh, crap. I never started the flight. Oh, that's great. I never started the flight. Okay, well, that's a bummer. That is a bummer.
November X-ray exit runway when able.
So we have to restart this. Let's go to restart. Restart. That's a bummer. I forgot to start up FSEconomy. Yeah, I can't stand that. Pain in the neck. Well, I mean, hockey's a quick sport. That puck gets going, man. Gotta watch those pucks.
X-ray 21 traffic day or November 328 Tango Delta taking off runway 15 west departure.
Oh, that was interesting right there. All right, let's get this on here. Let's make sure. Always got to make sure the auto fuel is on. All right, then I'm going to start FSEconomy right now. I thought I did before. Okay. I don't understand why it's not saying flight in progress. For some reason, FSEconomy is not registering. It says ready for departure. Let's just do cancel this. Cancel. Okay. And let's try it again. Okay, there we go. Flight in progress now. All right. You missed angry parents waiting for you in the parking lot after games. Yeah. Probably especially youth hockey, right? I would say youth hockey, you get those crazy parents. I never did youth hockey, but I did youth baseball for many years, and I can tell you the parents, not all, but a lot of the parents were absolutely out of their minds. Even when kids were like 9 years old, they were like insane. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, baseball's nuts, man. Baseball's nuts because here's why baseball's nuts. Baseball is nuts because parents, okay, I'm not going to say genders, but parents, if they don't understand baseball, they don't understand that it's a game of failure. Okay, baseball is a game of failure. If you get up to bat 100 times, you're going to basically make it out 70 times. Right? It's a 30%. If you have a 30% success rate as a hitter in baseball, you're a solid player at pretty much any level. I mean, youth level, you should be more like 40%, right? But as you get up in the ranks, it becomes less and less because the pitching gets harder, right? So you make an out for every 10 at bats. You make an out, you make 7 outs, and you get 3
Daytona
hits.
approach Dayer November 328 November.
Well, let me tell you,
Dayer TBM 91 miles southeast of X-ray 21.
a lot of
Request
parents.
flight following.
Dayer November 328 November X-ray Daytona approach. Squawk 1411.
A lot of parents
Squawk
cannot take. I
1411
guess.
Dayer
Why do we need
November
this?
X-ray.
I don't really need this.
Dayer 8 November X-ray radar contact 2 miles south of X-ray 21 1,300 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Copy Dayer 8 November X-ray.
All right, we'll just leave it on. Well, I have a theory why hockey is crazier. Baseball's crazy because the parents, they don't understand, not all, but a lot of them don't understand that there's a 70% failure rate on offense. Now, defense, you should be able to make, as you get older and get better, you should have a 98% success rate, right? If you don't, then you're not really, maybe the sport's not meant for you, right? Well, hockey's bad down here too, dude. Let me tell you, as far as youth goes. So that's baseball. You have to, especially when they're younger, when they're 8, 9, 10, and they're striking out 7 out of 10 times at bat, right? And the mom is going crazy, and they come to you and they're saying, why is my son striking out all the time? And the answer I always had was, because he's not getting the bat on the ball. Well, how can I make it so that he doesn't strike out anymore? Doesn't work that way. He's gonna. Babe Ruth struck out. Barry Bonds struck out. Bryce Harper strikes out. Okay. Mike Trout strikes out. So it's a game of failure, right? Hockey, I think the reason why hockey parents are nuts is because of the cost and the dedication, right? Generally in the youth hockey, especially the youngers, at least in the U.S., most of the parents have to get up like at dark 30 for rink time in games, right? They're playing like 4 or 5 games a weekend plus practices, driving all over because there's not that many rinks, at least in the U.S. Probably not as many as hockey. I'm not sure Canada's got a lot more rinks, but in the U.S., I think that's the reason why hockey parents are, have a strong, what's the best way to put it? Have a strong opinion of how things should go. But in any event. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Daytona
it's a home,
approach Dayer
and
November
it's become
328
more and more of
November
a home
X-ray.
run game, right?
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
As much as we don't
Dayer
like it,
November 328 November X-ray Daytona approach.
baseball's become a lot of more of a home run game. Big hit
Cleared
game.
through Bravo airspace Dayer 8 November X-ray.
Dayer 8 November X-ray contact Orlando approach on 135.3.
135.3 Dayer 8 November X-ray. Orlando approach Dayer November 328 November X-ray 3,000 feet.
Dayer November 328 November X-ray Orlando approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the... And I'm sure basketball is the same, because basketball, there's only 5 players. That's the other thing with hockey. There's only, 5 players plus the goalie, right? So, baseball, you got 9 players, so more kids can play. Football, you got 11 on each side, but usually you got 22 because you got offense and defense, so more kids can play, right? In those games, in those sports where there's limited, like basketball, hockey, it's tougher because, there's like a class system in hockey. There's the A line, the B line, the C line, right? So it's tough for parents. It's tough for parents. Some parents. I always was pretty. I did a lot of coaching in baseball, so I kind of had a different perspective. Yeah, three. Yeah, because the bats have gotten so good, right? The bats have gotten so good. Getting a little frame delay there. Right, exactly. It's 250.
Orlando Tower Dayer November 328 November X-ray is 9 miles north with echo to land.
November
All right, we got echo to land.
November, X-ray Orlando Tower. Make straight in runway 17 right. Altimeter 29.9er to wind 276 at 7.
Fly straight in runway 17 right Dayer 8 November X-ray.
That's a shot, man. That's a shot. He must have been like a, he must have been like a minor leaguer or something that switched it to softball. That's a pop. I've been to the Sky Dome. That's a pretty cool stadium. I was actually in the skybox at the Sky Dome for a game. All right, let's get this down. I think this is going to be my last one, guys.
November 8 November, X-ray cleared to land runway 17 right.
All right, gear is down.
Wind 276 at 7.
We're going to flap it up here.
Cleared to
We got our
land
flaps
runway
down.
17 right Dayer 8 November X-ray.
Can't wait to see what this is like in VR. Should be interesting. Only a couple more weeks. Well, actually 10 more days, right? 10 more days and we'll have it in VR. My sense is I'm going to have to lower my graphics settings because right now I'm running pretty much on Ultra. You know, there's a few things I've got dialed back, but my sense is I'm going to have to dial that back a little bit more. Hope not, but we shall see. Because what you're seeing is Ultra 1080p. That's what I'm running in. And the Reverb G2 is going to be higher resolution than that. So my guess is I'm going to probably have to go back to high, somewhere around there. We shall see. Well, good hockey chat there, Alan.
November, X-ray contact ground.
I think actually I'm gonna fly the I got one at Teterboro that I need to get back to LaGuardia. So we'll do that one, and then we'll call it a day. So let me get this. Hopefully this flight worked. Yep. All right, cool. All right, let's go main menu, continue. And we're going to go to Teterboro, KTEB. We don't have any people to bring over, but this is just a quick flight. We're going to go, we got plenty of fuel in there. KTB, this is just across the river, KTEB to KLGA. See, it's a real quick flight, 10 miles. Let's see which way we're taking off. No, that's not good. Let's take off this way. All right, and we're going to go to LaGuardia. And we're going to land here. Actually, this should be just a straight shot right in, right? Pretty much. Let's see. Let's go to. We'll wind up on Hooby. All right, good. Fly. Yeah, it's kind of limited, man. It's kind of limited. I still haven't tried out this modification for the longitude. Someone turned me on to. I don't know if it was you, Alan. Someone turned me on to it. I downloaded. I just haven't installed it yet. Apparently it fixes the fuel burn and cargo issue. I haven't tried that yet. I'm gonna try that later today. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting any more free planes in FS 2020. Everything you're gonna have to shell out. Oh, it is. Is it? Oh, the CRJ mod's good. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna probably try that later on. Oh. Oh, okay. It doesn't work in on air. Gotcha. Okay. Wonder if it works in FSEconomy. Does it work in FSEconomy? Well, FSEconomy doesn't have a longitude, so that doesn't really matter.
Teterboro Tower Day or November 328 Tango Delta at runway 19er ready for takeoff east departure.
Check the fuel. Auto. Get rid of that. All right, we're flying just really literally across the river here, so let's turn on no jets. Let's see, turn on FSEconomy. Let's go to 3000. All right, boom. Nav. Yeah, I mean, you think they can get to that at some point? 4 months into it? You think they can fix the planes that they're charging people $60 for? Instead, they spend all their time making sure the marketplace works, right? So that people can buy stuff. But you think they can fix the longitude and the CJ and all that? Pitiful. Gotta tell you, I'm not pleased with. I'm not impressed with Asobo at all. Not as a software guy. I'm not impressed with them. All right, we're flying here, so let's get this bird over to Teterboro so I can go grab some lunch. I mean to LaGuardia, not Teterboro. What upcoming CRJ? For FS 2020 or for X-Plane? I thought they already had a CRJ.
Delta 8 Tango Delta, continue for east departure.
Maybe
I
I'm
will contact
confused.
you next when you leave my airspace.
Teterboro Tower Dayer November 328 November Yankee continue for east departure.
There's Manhattan right over there. Oh, the 700? Okay. I didn't know they were... Is that going to be a third-party plane, or... I wish they would do a Challenger. Oh, that would be great. Challenger 300. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think after this flight, I'm going to grab some lunch and go play some poker.
Charter 8 November Yankee, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Teterboro Tower Dayer November 328 November Yankee frequency change. Tower Dayer November 328 November
Aerosol.
Yankee is 7 miles northwest with kilo to land.
Yeah,
Dayer November 328 November Yankee Tower.
I heard they had some issues with the SDK.
Altimeter 29.9 to wind 284 at 7.
Fly straight in runway 13 Dayer 8 November Yankee.
I just don't have an interest in paying any more money for this simulator until they fix it. They fix the basic stuff. I just can't. I can't contribute to them anymore. I already gave them 120 bucks. Yeah, I think they've got some work to do. I'm not going to buy any third-party planes until they fix the ones that are
Cleared to land runway 13 Dayer 8 November
that I've already
Yankee.
paid for. As you can probably tell, my tolerance level for break fix in this simulator has reached its the top level. I mean, for streamers, it's eye candy. That's pretty much it, you know. I've gotten content out of it, which is great, and that's why I didn't return it, because it's helped with content. But if I was not a streamer and I wasn't producing YouTube content, I would have returned it and waited. Kept my $120 in the bank until you know, I felt it was a reasonable flight simulator. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, everyone's got different perspectives on it. I get that. It's fine. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna judge anybody for what they do. I'm just telling you, I'll never do that. I'll always tell you my. Look at that. There's a. I don't know what that
Dayer 8
is.
November Yankee, turn next taxiway.
All right, got this guy home.
Aural warning, okay.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, you're used to a certain. You're used to a certain standard. You know. That's the problem. You're used to a standard. Well, mission accomplished for the most part. Let's just look here. So I got KSAN back, the Atlanta back, the MCO back, and the LaGuardia back. This guy at SNK, someone will probably fly him back. Let's just see how long he's been there. Yeah, someone will fly him back. This guy's pretty active. You can see these are the planes that I own, my ARVR Aero VR. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 TBM 930s, 2 350s. This guy will actually probably get flown. Oh, I guess not. Someone already grabbed that. Oh, someone rented them. No, not yet. So
November Yankee, exit runway when able.
we'll have to wait for some jobs here to fly that guy back. But these guys make a lot of money. Look, you know, $750, $850 per flight. Pretty good. So anyway, guys, listen, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Alan, great talking hockey. Guys, if you like what you saw, hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. We've got more Microsoft Flight Simulator, more HP Reverb G2, VR Flight. We'll be getting into VR Flight into this simulator within the next 10 days, whatever it is. That should be interesting. Anyway, guys, appreciate the time. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care, guys. Ooh, there goes a jet.